Big belly breaths. Feeling the breath move through the nose in the beginning here for the first few cycles and out through the mouth. And noticing as you bring each deep cycle of breath into the body, into the mind, and out, you are able to calm and ground a little bit more with each breath. So just notice a transition happening here from activity, getting the technology going, getting things set up, to this time of more stillness, ease, and quiet in the mind. Now you can let the lips seal really whenever you're ready. Sometimes those long, deep breaths are in the beginning are so great, you need several of them. But whenever you're ready, the lips seal. And the breath moves just through the nose. So letting the breath be our guide to settling, to arriving in the present moment fully, and to nourishing our body right here and now. If you've been doing this with us for a while, you have probably heard me talk about the benefits of the breath. So I won't get into all of that again, but just noticing and knowing that simply by bringing our attention to our deep breath in this way, we are boosting our immune system, we're heightening our microbiome, our gut flora, we are creating more symmetry in the right and the left side, the hemispheres of the brain, and how the brain functions, therefore how all the systems of the body function, just by breathing. Deep, intentional breaths. We are also having an influence on our body chemistry. So our happy hormones increase, our stress hormones decrease just by breathing. One more deep breath. This time, sigh it out. And let's start to move these sweet bodies of ours, shall we? The feet come out in front, arms over the head, full body extension. And then releasing down one side only. Nice long stretch. Use your lower hand for grounding. And really kind of slide down your chair and give your body a chance to find that full extension. And then other side. First lengthen, and then you can tilt a little bit over and feel it all the way from your toes, up your leg, your hip, your side body, your rib cage, your arm, up to the fingertips. I have a dog keeping my feet clean as they come up. So now sitting up nice and tall, let's just enjoy some shoulder circles. Big circles up towards the ears, back and down, forward, up, back and down. Oops. And then the opposite direction. Making big circles with your elbows especially. And then one more time, the forward, up, back, and down position, and just leave them right there. So the chest is nice and open. Now slide forward on your chair and reach your hands back to the base of the chair. And let's just enjoy a nice gentle back bend, but we'll hold it here for a few moments. So first, just sitting up, nice and tall, and then slowly, as you root the base of the body down, lifting through the pelvic floor, the abdomen, the lower rib cage, the chest, the upper chest, the clavicle opens, the shoulder blades slides back, shoulder blades slide back, Chin up and feel this beautiful arch across the back of the body. Imagine as if you have one of those exercise balls that's laying on the chair right behind you, and you're just arching up and over. Take a few deep breaths here. Use your hands for grounding you. Lift the heart higher, pushing back, trying to join the elbows to touch one another, and then slowly release. As you release, open the feet wide and just slowly roll yourself forward all the way down into a forward fold. So we're just letting everything hang down, letting the upper body relax, the head heavy, the shoulders kind of just release any holding and tension that they might have in them. Just letting the whole upper body relax down. You can rock the head from right to left a few times and even flutter your lips. Release any tension in the upper body. And then slowly walking your hands over to the left side. Hug in nice and tight to that left leg. See if you can just draw your abdomen towards your upper leg, your thigh, and kind of literally squeeze it in with a hug. Hold one hand on the top of the leg, the other maybe down on the ankle, and draw inward. See if you can draw your chin towards your knee. And then release and walking onto the other side now. Chin towards your knee. And then release back into the center. And let's just sway a few more times here. Keeping your hands down on the ground. I'm sorry, I'm hoping you're being able to hear me with my head down there. So your hands stay down on the ground and you're going to sway your upper body from left to right, nice and slow. So you're trying to just work it into the hips, you're working into the neck, shoulders, each of the vertebrae. Just kind of play with it. Find where your body wants you to be this morning, today. And then using your hands for support onto your knees to slowly bring you up out of that posture. You know, you've heard me say many times, just take it easy when the head is below the heart. You want to come out slow so you don't get too dizzy. Drawing your feet together now, your legs or your knees are about hip distance, just putting your hands on your thighs, nice tall spine. So simply working on our posture here, feel rooted through your sit bones into the chair. And then draw the lower belly in so the pelvis tilts just a little bit. And the lower belly comes inward, the lower rib cage inward slightly. Because I don't know if everybody, of course, feels the same way or notices that when you sit down, but there is kind of this swaying, right, where the low back kind of pushes forward. So we're reversing that with a little bit more mindfulness, drawing in the lower abdomen, feeling the strength and the kind of the lift of that area of the body. And then the rest of the body kind of falls, upper body falls in line with that. Close your eyes for a moment here, just making the posture nice and tall. Imagine as if there was that string out of the crown of your head. Imagine if I were to tug upward on that string gently and just kind of line everything up. Good. And now let's cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the heels up off the ground. The hands reach forward over the knees. Tuck the tailbone and round it. And then inhale, open it up. You can exaggerate it. Since we've done a couple of these postures now, you should be a little bit more ready. And now exhale. And make it nice, big breaths. Inhale. You can open the arms up. You don't have to hold onto the chair or anything. Maybe just open up, palms face outward. Exhale, curl it all in. Use your abdomen. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, reverse it. Really lift. See if you can get the full expression of the forward and backward movement of the spine. And one more time. And release back into the center. Sitting up nice and tall, because I'm quite forward on my chair. I think it gives you a little more space to do these movements. Inhale, lengthen, and now we're going side to side. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, arms reaching up. And now exhale, tilting to the left. You can bring the arms up, face up if you want. You know, there's many different variations that you could do right here and now. The most important thing is that you tilt. You keep your spine lined up straight. You keep your sit bones grounded and you really feel that C shape coming into the spine. So even as you tilt over, you don't want to kind of flop over. You want to round. Imagine as if that exercise ball is here next to you and you're rounding over it. And then flowing with your breath. Get a nice fluid, wavy like energy here. Imagine as the waves come up and hit the shore so gently and gracefully. See if you can flow with that same ease. And last time. Good, coming up into the center. Inhale, looking upward. Exhale, hands to heart. Then just check in with your posture once again. Palms down on your thighs. Close your eyes, adjust your posture. Good, and now returning side to side. We'll hold the first one and then we'll flow a little bit more after that. So inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bringing your hands to the left side of the body. Again, inhale, lift and lengthen, making sure that that bowing is out of the back so that lower belly is pulled inward. Lower back is nice and flat. Lengthen, lengthen, and exhale, take it into your twist. Making sure that your knees stay on one flat plane, you know that. I like to put my hands there to make sure that they stay. You can extend your arm out behind you if you'd like to deepen it a bit. Just kind of getting even more into the shoulders. And then slowly release that back into the center, and then we'll make our way to the other side. Lift and lengthen, and then open it up. See if you can reach your hand back a little farther, and then release. And now we'll just flow. Inhale, using the arms, exhale. So as you exhale, just pressing into that knee of the direction you're turning towards, and that kind of helps that whole thing open up. And one more. And release back into the center. Palms facing down, sitting up again, just straighten the posture. And then release your breath. All right, so we're going to come up to standing now. If you'll come up, moving your chair, I'll just, you can keep your chair however you want, where your vision is best. You don't necessarily need to turn it to the side. I want you to be able to see me well. So we are going to be facing, though, the bottom of the chair. And always chopping my head off, isn't it, when I stand up a bit here. We'll try to find a happy medium there. Still the headless yogi. Toby, you're kind of in our way. You're blocking the visuals. So we are standing here in front of our chair, nice and tall. You want to be about your legs distance away from the chair. So if your foot was to kind of land, your heel was to land right on the front part of the chair, you want to be about that far. So what is that? 1.5 feet or so. About shoulders distance, shoulders width on your knees, on your feet rather. And just standing up nice and tall. And first we're going to enjoy a forward fold. So watch your head so you don't, of course, bump into your chair. So just first coming down, forward folding, nice flat back, and just long legs, straight legs here while you still can. And again, just like when we sat down and we had that sway in the back, right? See if you can draw the lower back up. The lower abdomen strengthens and supports. The pelvis tilts slightly. Lower rib cage tucks inward. So you've got a nice flat tabletop back here. So just a holding here if that's enough for your legs. Otherwise, you're bending your elbows a little bit while the knees stay straight, the legs stay straight, and you can tilt your forward fold a bit more. Now there's going to be a place where you come to your limit. Your legs do not want to stretch anymore. So then you can soften your knees just a little bit. Hold there for a moment. And nice and easy, watch your head from the chair, but you're going to pass the chair and just come into your forward fold. Soft knees, reach up and hold opposite elbows, shift weight into your toes, and just hang out here for a few moments. Each breath, each inhale lifts the back of the leg. So imagine kind of a wave of air, of water kind of coming up the back side of the body, the back side of the legs, arching over the hips. And then as you exhale, that water pours the upper body forward. Inhale, lengthen, tailbone up.
Exhale, crown of the head closer to the floor. Soft knees, not too bad, just a little soft so they're not strained. And then releasing your elbows slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Watch your head coming up. Good. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And now we're going to reach the arms out to the sides and up. And then exhale, fold forward again onto the base of the chair. But now we're doing more of a down dog. So your hands are closer towards the back of the chair. Fingertips spread wide. Adjust your feet. You know, I need to back up a little bit away from the chair. So make your adjustments however needed for the shape and size of your body so that you can have a modified down dog here. So we're really getting into the shoulders, making sure again that the feet are hip distance. Now that you're staring at them, you can make sure that that's such. And then the upper back is widening out. The shoulder blades are spreading far away from one another as the elbows straighten and the armpits open. So you're really kind of dipping into that armpit area. Again, keeping the chest and the spine nice and straight. You don't want to sway into the back too much. Lower belly is still engaged. So now we're in this down dog position, which is one of the best shoulder stretches in all of yoga. Just enjoying it here for a few moments, hopefully enjoying. Feeling your shoulders really open up. You can soften your knees a bit here for sure, just like in down dog. You usually have your knees soft on the mat. And now we're going to come up just slightly, taking your right hand, and they call it threading the needle, right? So you're going to go through the middle, no, not really through the middle, but under your left arm. And just imagine as if the floor was here at the place in which your chair is. You would draw your shoulder down to that level, kind of where the chair is. And you're just opening up your other shoulders. So let me show you the other direction first, which would have been a little bit better, so that you can see what I'm doing. But we're doing the right arm first. So you're going underneath, you're drawing the right shoulder down to the base level where the chair is, and you're just simply twisting. Using the other arm for support, legs are straight, you know, slightly bent, but not rotating. Knees are slightly bent, but the hips are not rotating. And you're just coming into the shoulder stretch. So let me come back to the first side. So the right arm is reaching under, hips stay balanced, reaching. And then reverse it, just coming up nice and straight, create a tabletop, and then reach through. Drop that shoulder down, your left shoulder down. Good, one more time. Right shoulder down. You can kind of push your hips back a little bit. See if you can start to really feel that opening across the outside of the right shoulder. And now other side. Good. Coming back into the center. And then bringing your left hand in the center of the chair. Let's press into the left hand. Keep the hips straight. Keep the knees slightly soft. And open the right side of the body. So you're not turning the whole right side of the body open and the hips as well. You're keeping the hips right where they are, and this is really just an upper body twist. And now release that, other side. Good, another couple times. Left hand down, right arm up, hips are nice and balanced. As if there was a little cup right here on your low back, it would stay straight, it would not spill. This would be a pretty grippy cup, but you know what I mean. And one more time on the other side. And then coming back into the center here. Now, we're going to, with the tabletop back, same. Watch out for what's behind you. We're going to take our right leg and extend it out behind us so that it can come up and like a T. So make a nice straight line from the back of the right foot, from the heel of the right foot to the crown of the head. Now the left knee can be soft, but it is straight. You don't want a big dip down, a big bend in your left knee. Left leg strong, left leg rooted, right leg lifts even higher. Do your best to make sure that your body is shaped like a T right now. Your elbows can be a little bent, that's fine. Just keeping your back and your leg in the same plane. Nice strong right buttocks, Flex the right foot, push out through the right heel, reach through the crown of the head in the opposite direction. And now see if you can lift everything up a little bit. Straighten the arms, see if you can lift the head, but also lift the leg. Good, and then release the right leg down. Inhale first, just coming up, a little arch with the back. Exhale, so that's like a little modified up dog. And then exhale, down dog. Just push your hips back. You can adjust your hands to open into the shoulders again and release that pose. And then coming back into kind of this neutral position, tabletop. Then we're going to extend the left leg behind us. So again, the hips stay straight, flat. The left foot is flexed. The left heel lifts up. Right leg is strong, slightly soft in the knee, but strong and straight. And the upper body is like a T. So just kind of doing your best. I know you might not have a mirror in front of you, but perhaps if you can see into the computer, I don't know if you have your camera available to see it like that, but get a best idea as you can to if your body is a flat plane on top, a flat T. Lifting again, pushing into the hands a bit more, lifting the left foot up a little higher. Lift, 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 and release down. Left leg touches the ground, hips shift back, hands step forward a little, down dog. Okay, coming up again. We're going to do something similar and then we'll take it a little deeper. So the left leg is rooted. This time, let's just lighten the weight on the right side and really push down that left foot, feeling all four corners of the left foot rooting down into the earth. And then draw the right knee into the chest. And if it's comfortable for you, you can exhale and draw your face down towards your knee. And now inhale, lengthen, T shape again. And let's flow like this. Exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Another time. Inhale, lift. And one more. Inhale, lift. And release the right foot down. We'll move on to the left side. So making sure, just softening or kind of lessening the weight on the left foot. Root through the right foot down, all four corners of the right foot. And then hands into the chair. When you're ready, left leg inhales. Up. Exhale, curl in. Try to touch your nose towards your knee, or at least really close. Inhale, open it up, lift, lift, lift. Straight back leg. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And exhale, curl in. Two more. One more. And release that down. You shift your hips back a little bit, hands forward, down dog. All right, coming back up into neutral spine once again. Similar to where we just were, but now rooting through the left leg, left foot once again. Right leg comes up, but this time we are going to actually stack the hips. So bend the right leg and then rotate so that you're stacking the hips. If it's comfortable and possible for you, you can bring the right hand onto the right hip. So now we're trying to ideally kind of be on one flat plane, trying to open the whole body up to the right. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can extend the right leg out. So you're basically like a starfish, all the way open, gazing towards the ceiling, lifting that back leg upward. One more breath, lift, and exhale, release it all down. Now we're coming on to the other side. So really ground that right foot down now that you know where we're going. Root that right foot down strongly. Left leg comes up. First, kind of just turn the hips open. I like to put my hand on the hip at first. Just get the stability of this position first. And then you can extend the arm out and the leg out if you choose. A big starfish pose here. Fingers spread wide. Foot is flexed. Lift everything up a little higher. Gazing up towards the ceiling if it's okay with your neck. And then releasing everything down. Going back into down dog once again. Couple deep breaths here. And in this down dog, let's walk the dog. So bending the left and then bending the right leg. And just really work into the hips, the low back. Take a moment anywhere where you're feeling you need a little extra stretching, a little extra opening. And then release from this posture. Let's slide our chair back into its regular spot and have a seat, my friends. Once you have a seat, go ahead and put your hands Sorry, Rob had written a message. I was just checking with that, making sure nothing was going wrong, like we'd lost the connection or something. So go ahead and put your hands on your thighs. Take a moment here to regroup. Let's cut off again. Just feeling balanced in the body. Notice, check in with the posture once again. Jeez, lots of activity today. Okay, go on. Must love dogs for this yoga class. All right, we are going to do our eagle pose before we finish up and move into our relaxation. So sliding forward on your chair a little bit. Eagle pose is that wonderful kind of twisting, detoxifying pose. Now feel free, if you know this, you've been with us, you've got your postures down, you can totally stand up, bend the knees. Now choose one. The one that goes over, the leg that goes over is the arm that goes under. So you can go ahead and build that twist standing or sitting. So come here. Okay. Go. Okay. So if you're sitting, crossing the left over the right, arms out, nice and strong, and then the left under the right. Wrap it all around. See if you can hook your foot, hook your hands. Just get as far as you can as far as this wrapping goes. And then lifting the elbows up a bit. And just feeling a compression now. Close your eyes and draw your awareness inward and be really mindful of drawing your thighs together. And you can bring your elbows down a little bit more now and draw the kind of the armpit area in tighter. So feel that compression through the lymph system especially. That's what's helping to detox the body so much here. Now we're kind of just sitting up with our compression. Now see if you can curl it in. Use your abdominal strength to touch your elbows to your legs and squeeze everything in. Squeeze your face even. And then release it all out. Shake it out. Builds heat, that one. Do you notice that? As soon as we push ourselves into this little twist, it gets like the heat starts to build. It's because the toxins are starting to come out of the body, right here and now. Toxins are always coming out of our body, but we can do things, certainly, to help assist that and make it easier. A few breaths. First with the elbows up, feeling that deep compression. Squeeze everything into your midline. And then you can squeeze the upper body to the lower body. Squeeze the face. And release. Shake it all out. Shake those leggies out. Very nice. I feel like we need a forward fold before we finish up, just to kind of, again, let the oxygen come into the brain, bring a little energy, a little rebalance. So if there's any other posture that you're feeling like you need or want right now, feel free. Now's your time. Be a little creative and do what your body is feeling drawn to right now. I'm going to go into a forward fold and just hang down here for a moment. I'm going to release all of that upper body work and the hips that we did. 2 more huge breaths wherever you're at. Settle in deeply into this quiet pause. Ever so slowly support yourself in coming out and into a comfortable sitting position or reclining position. Whatever you're drawn to, we will do a long relaxation and Shavasana, as you know, the final resting pose. So get comfortable. You can be on the ground with your legs up on the chair, on a couch, just reclining into your chair as you are, wherever, however you're drawn to today. Once you've found the right position, please go ahead and settle in there. Get very comfortable. And when the time is right, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And just as we do in the beginning of class, let's bring again into our awareness some deep, long, smooth breaths. Very deliberate, easy breath that fills the bottom of the lungs. So even if you hadn't really paid too much attention to your breath through the rest of the class, now's the time, even just for these 2 or 3. Feel the belly expand the furthest that it can to allow the breath into the bottom of the beautiful lungs that you have, giving them nourishment, creating space, reducing and releasing any blockages, removing toxins, really taking a moment through our intentional breath to cleanse our lungs, especially now. So important. And after those few deep breaths, then you can just let your breath flow naturally, freely, however it moves, however it goes. As you scan over your body and allow the whole physical structure to let go. Let go. From head to toe. I'll guide you and you can just follow me silently in the mind. Follow the affirmations and remind the body to do this relaxation process. This is where we really get to experience and explore the body-mind connection with these suggestions. It's called Yoga Nidra, by the way. This is a deep relaxation technique that has been practiced for thousands of years. So with your eyes closed, your body's still now. Very comfortable position. Relaxing your feet, your toes, your ankles, calves, shins, knees, relax. Your lower legs and feet are completely relaxed. Relaxing your knees, thighs, hamstrings, hips, back, front, in, out. The knees, upper legs, hips completely relaxed. Relaxing my buttocks, my lower back, middle back, upper back. Just repeating this to yourself. I'm relaxing my shoulders, my chest, my abdomen, I'm relaxing all of my internal muscles, all of my internal organs. My whole torso is relaxed. I'm relaxing my fingers and wrists, hands, relaxing my lower arms, elbows, and upper arms. My hands and my arms are completely relaxed. Relaxing my neck, the back, the sides, the front, my neck, shoulders completely relaxed. Relaxing the back of my head, my scalp, my forehead, my eye sockets and temples, my ears, my jaw, my cheeks, my tongue, all of my facial muscles relaxed. All the muscles of my head and my scalp relaxed. My neck, my head, my face completely relaxed. Feel every muscle in your body letting go. Releasing. Softening. From head to toe, let go. From head to toe, let go. Now is your chance. Take it. Let go. Just be. Just be. If you notice a lot of disturbance in the mind, then just bring your awareness again and again back to your breath and back to your relaxed body. Very slowly now begin to deepen your breath again. Bringing your awareness inward into this present moment, back into your body. And now I'm just going to offer a thought for today. So in light of gratitude and gratefulness, which is by far the most healing practice that we can have in our life because it's so simple. It takes just a moment. You don't need to do or go or be anyone to simply bring into our mind, into our heart, gratitude. So today, in the last few days, I've been thinking about this as gratitude for the food that we eat, that which nourishes us. Without it, obviously, we wouldn't live. But all the beings that bring us our food, and the food itself is to be thanked deeply because it gives us this ability to sustain ourselves. So this is called savoring a meal. If you share a meal with others today, before or while you eat, ask each person to share something about the meal for which they are grateful. If you're eating alone, bring to mind something for which you are grateful and dedicate your meal to that gratefulness. I like the way they put that. So gratefulness after a meal is such an amazing gift, one that many people don't get to experience each day. So sometimes it's just all the time, really. It's just these simple things that can bring us back fully into the moment, fully into the gifts that we are given, and give us the perspective shift that we possibly needed at that time. Oftentimes we can get so wrapped up in the mind. So next time you eat a meal, and ideally every time we eat a meal, allow that to be a moment, a reminder to come present, to be grateful, to feel the nourishment, and to know that we're being taken care of. Every time we feel satisfied with what we have, we can be counted as rich, however little we may actually possess. It's beautiful. By Elaine de Botton. Every time we feel satisfied with what we have, we can be counted as rich, however little we may actually possess. Every meal is a treasure. Just settling into the thoughts of gratitude now, letting them find their place in you. We don't need a meal to be our excuse to feel that gratitude. So right now, just let your heart fill up with joy, with reverence for someone, something that you're feeling gratitude for. And holding that joy, that love deep within your heart. If you'd like, you can bring your palms together and toward your heart. And before we move out of this position, we'll just seal it with an Om. Breath in. Now, ever so slowly, you can start to deepen your breath. Move your body a little more. And very slowly coming back into a sitting upright position if you were laying down, or slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. I'm very grateful for all of you for being interested in participating in this course and for bringing yoga into your life and meditation. I hope it's serving you well. And I will look forward to seeing you all next week. We're doing 8:30 now, as you might know, obviously this time, but the next few weeks will be like that. So We will see you then, and I'll make sure that I finish up in time for you to make it to your next class, so you have a little break in between. All right, friends, we will see you soon. See you next week. Namaste. Take care.